Well, good evening and happy Thanksgiving Eve for all those who celebrate. Yes, we don't have to work tonight, so I'm home, relaxing with my sweet pea and my brother-in-law, just kind of hanging out. I think we both just decided to go on and head on into our rooms for night time, but I am feeling called, so I'm going to shuffle. And we're going to pick some cards out. I already have a few sitting here for me. Yes. All right. My first card today is the Healer card. Compassion is the word on the top there. You probably can't read it too well. And this is my Ancestor deck. Healer. So good. To be a healer, you have to have some compassion. And I also got the Shaman card for Spirit Guide. Confirmation of my beautiful divine ability to reach out and help others. And I don't know if I've told anybody, but I recently started being able to channel music. And so today I was channeling some music from a few years ago in my mind. It brought back some memories of somebody that passed. And so I was feeling a little down on myself today. Tomorrow will be his anniversary. But here's the card that I got channeled earlier. Music. Yeah. We had a couple of great songs. I heard both of them on the radio on the way home today. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. I laughed because one day I was channeled another song from my mother. She used to sing it to me all the time. That's how I know. You're getting nothing for Christmas. I had to play it over and over and pull the lyrics up so I could remember some of the songs. It was so funny. And I knew it was from her the minute I heard that song in my head. So, yeah, I had to pull it up and play it so I could kind of play it and let it go. It kind of sticks in your head. Because, I put a tack in teacher's chair and somebody snitched on me. And I don't sing, so... I'm now shuffling our... energy cards so I can see where the energy's at tonight. But with all my different thoughts on my ride home today, I was feeling a little down and out, I think. Probably because I was exhausted, tired, and my face was hurting. And I think I have a sinus infection, but, it's my fourth one this year, so I'm okay. Take care of it eventually. But, my sinus infections, when I get them, they make my eyes feel like somebody's stuck a needle in them, and makes me feel like I want to pull all my teeth out of my mouth. And I'm pretty adamant about brushing my teeth like 3-4 times a day, so that was painful too. So I know that is definitely something I'm going to have to go see a doctor about probably by Friday, but I'm not ruining the holidays for that. Alright, let's see. What's the energy for today heading into Thanksgiving and Family Day and times? I hope that y'all don't have to work tomorrow. I do have to work tomorrow night, but then I'm off for 2 days, so I'm alright. I'll get caught up with my rest and take care of my health. That's very important. You need to make sure you're always taking care of your health. Too many things out there today to get, so once you start feeling it, you need to do it. And that's what I'll be doing Friday. My first card out of the energy deck is number 31, which adds up to 4, Door to Value. And when I get this card, I always think of a home, structure, some kind of definite sturdiness to life. I'm going to put that right there with my music card. and yin and yang. So, peace, healing. Right? So it's pretty quiet time out there, I'd say. The cards are telling us that we got the happy family as well, which we all like to spend family time together, but not all of us have a family or friends that we spend time with, or some of our family isn't here because they're fighting battles overseas or in another country or out of state. So we send our prayers and guidance out to them that aren't going to be home for this holiday season, and to their families that will be without them. And hopefully their holidays will still be good and hearty and filled with food. Okay, and the last card from the energy deck is the World. So I feel like with this card, the world is going through something. And it's starting to change a lot of us already, okay? And I knew that it kind of would, because I could feel that with the Mercury retrograde in place now, and obviously when we're going to think of older things and have this nostalgia for our families and friends and people that we love. Again, I send prayers and hugs out to all those who are not with their family, and to those whose family is on the other side, watching us from above. Believe me, you're all missed, and we love you so much. Okay, let's grab the Light Seers deck here. Start giving some love to this deck and see what messages Spirit has for us today. I kind of like doing these general readings for the collective, and so meaning it would go for anybody with any sign at any time. All my readings are timeless, 18 and above, and general entertainment purposes. Those things that you have to say when you're doing things like this. Please like, share, subscribe. When you click on that bell down there, put all notifications so that you get my messages when I am uploading my next one. Alright, so let's shuffle these up a little more, see what Spirit's got to say. Spirit, what messages would you like me to pass along to the collective today? Spirit's not talking to me yet, but Two of Cups. Two of Cups. So love, partnerships, maybe new love. With the Door of Value here, and yin and yang. Okay. So the person, one of the people that I'm feeling the loss of today and tomorrow is somebody I used to date, and he committed suicide. We were on the outs when that happened, so I never really got to speak with him before it happened. Although he did know where I was working, and he knew what time I got off, and he has my phone number, so he could have absolutely gotten a hold of me. I would not ignore him. But that very night he went home and took a gun to his head and decided to leave us all. But I I know deep in his mind that he had an illness. Multiple sclerosis, and he didn't really want to take medications. He didn't want anybody taking care of him. He didn't want to be around for the worst of that disease. He'd already been dealing with things on and off for 15 years before that, and I mean, he told me about it and we discussed it, and I tried to help him see that medication would definitely help him, as it did with his sister, who's also diagnosed and is now gone on the other side. I send my love out to her daughter and her grandchildren today, tomorrow, and every day. So as I was struggling today driving home, I wasn't falling asleep because I was just thinking too much. Tired. There's many people out there during the holiday season who are very depressed and don't have families or friends to be with and don't have the things that help keep us going, you know. And they always feel like they can't reach out, but they can. And I've always made it very clear to anybody in my life, or not in my life, if you ever get to that point in your life where you feel you need to end it, I am here always to walk you through, talk you through, cry you through, do whatever it takes. Okay? Because you are definitely needed on this planet. And your family, your friends, and you may think you don't have any, but you do. Okay? But it always makes us stop and think, right? The Three of Wands. They basically have what they need, and they're just contemplating what they want to do next. They've already reached this goal or that goal. They just looking out there to kind of feel what they're going through. Encourages us to keep moving forward at the same time. So all of my friends and family that have lost someone in their life from illnesses or whatever, my heart is with you today and always as we go through these holiday season. My ancestors, they know they're missed, and I can smell my grandmother a lot. And every once in a while I smell cigarette smells, so I know that my smokers in my life are back here visiting. Kind of makes me feel good to know that I can feel them and know that they're here, so I'm not always feeling alone. So as you know, you also can feel them. You just might not have the direct connection that I do. And they always give us hope, right? The Star card. I love this card in this deck. It's a beautiful card. So the Three of Wands and the Door of Value with the Star card. And the Chariot, of course, who just rode it on his high horse. And the King of Wands. Landed right on top of the Two of Cups. So we have somebody in here who's looking for love. And it's available. So don't ever think it's not. Because as soon as some point there is a Page of Pentacles who's bringing in a message for you. And you will receive it soon. I'm not exactly sure the timeline. At least, I want to say before Christmas. They're going to reach out. Okay? Before Christmas. Alright, so we're going to now look at the unfinished business deck, since this is where I feel we're at. When people pass to the other side, and I don't have like a direct connection to the dead, but I think mostly my family, who's mostly all on the other side now, my mother, my sister, my father just died not too long ago. Not feeling that loss though. I miss my mother-in-law. She was just like mom to me, so I miss her as much as my mom. And the only two dads I had, lucky me, I had two. Harold Lansing Sr. and Michael Drevis. My two favorite men in the world. Besides my son. And now my two grandbabies. Get to spend the day with them tomorrow. I'm excited. So that will cheer us all up. Spending time with friends or family. If you have to work, hopefully they're able to do things before and after and weekend or whatever and spend some time. Stop and smell the roses, as my mother would say, and stop crying over spilt milk. Her two favorite lines to me on a regular basis. You always gonna cry over spilt milk? Get over it. The most sympathetic person in my life, not my mother. But my mother was a very good person with a big heart, and although she tried to hide it from us a lot because she had to be mom, there were moments that I remember that bring me such joy sometimes. And I was talking to my brother-in-law earlier about the movie The Blob. I don't know about you all, but I watched the very original Blob movie and the newest movies that they made after. Wow, I will never watch them again. I'm not a scary movie person, but this was absolutely horrifying. So we take a little trip down memory lane here because I'm very nostalgic today myself. I used to sleep on a trundle bed with my sister on the topper one, and I slept on the one that pulled out. And I used to see out into the kitchen. And we would talk most of the night. Didn't sleep much when we were kids, right? I don't sleep much now either. But I used to see the shadow on the refrigerator. And I used to think, oh my God, the blob's coming, the blob's coming. I was so little when I watched that. Please never let your kids watch that when they're little. It's horrifying. I remember when I first started watching Freddy Krueger movies, which got increasingly stupid as they kept making movies. The first one was the best movie. Each one after that kind of sucked. I think it's the same thing for Halloween. I hated all of those movies. All of them. But, like I said, I wasn't a scary person. I like my comedies. I like my dramas, and I like my Dallas and shows like that. I found on Pluto the other day, though. I'm very excited. Laverne and Shirley. Yeah. Love that Penny Marshall. This deck says that we don't have any unfinished business because it is not giving me a card. Not even one. So we're going to open it up and we're just going to grab one from the middle. Yes, we are. So we at least get one. The Four of Water. Okay. That Four of Water. We're going to look that one up because it's a little bit different from the standard tarot. Yes, we are. And this deck is still rather new to me, so. The legend of the self-absorbed mermaid in Forhae goes something like this. There was once a fairy who fell deeply in love with a mermaid. The problem was that this mermaid did not return the affection. It was not because the fairy was not worthy, but because the mermaid could not see the beauty in anything other than themselves. Sitting on the river bank where the water was most shallow, the mermaid would spend hours admiring their reflection. And as the mermaid lovingly gazed into the water, the fairy, hurt and angry, focused their energy on the river. Their anger caused heat, and as a result, the river quickly evaporated, leaving the mermaid stranded on land, incapable of moving. And although taking time for reflection has its benefits, it's when we get so caught up in our emotions that the world around us becomes a blur and we get stuck. When we become wrapped up in our own needs or desires, we tend to forget those of the people around us. This mermaid may appear as a sign that you have fallen into the trap of apathy when you find yourself unmotivated to move or can't muster up the enthusiasm to try something new. Take a moment to check in with your heart. Is it open to new experiences, or are you the victim? Good question. Are you the victim? Okay. Let's see if we need any more ancestor cards before I pull an oracle card from the Gateway of Life activation. Okay. And then I will pick more cards from the other ancestor deck, Secrets of the Ancestors. All these notifications popping up on my screen drive me nuts. Get out. Of course it has to do it while I'm trying to record this, but I'm not getting rid of it. Hopefully it just isn't seen on your side, right? Okay. Let's see if there's any more of these ancestor cards on this deck that needs to come forward for somebody. And during this season, I also like to do a New Year reading for the collective, of course. So probably in the next couple of weeks, I will set that up to get done. It'll probably be a long one. So I like to do December from the previous year right through December of the new year coming, so you get a chance to look back at where you came from and where you ended up. Okay, and then this deck does not have any more for me either today. Okay, so I'll rehash what I already do have for the moment. We have the Yin Yang with the Healer card. We have the Two of Cups with the Shaman card, and I just got the Singer card. Voice. And then the Four Cups I got. So with that being right there with the Voice card and the Shaman card, and the Two of Cups, I'm going to tell you to speak up for yourself. No wallowing in self-pity. No sticking around in that nostalgic side of you for so long that you never see what's right in front of you. Okay? There's so many beauty and gift things in front of you, and you should be able to see them now, because you have cleared a lot of energy with the door to value and more good stuff coming in music. Okay. It's funny, I haven't gotten a song anytime I've done any of my readings lately. It's so weird. I usually get a song in my head, but I have not. Alright, so the next deck I'm going to pull out for the moment is the Starseed Oracle. It's a very pretty deck by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. I'm going to see what the Starseed has to say. And then we will do the Gateway activation. So I want anybody out there to think of a time in your life when you were so happy and complete and feeling free and fine and perfect. Nothing was wrong. There were no money issues. There were no kid issues. There was no sadness. There was no crying. Can you think of anything like that? The only thing I can think of when I think like that is my children, and the day I gave birth to them. I can't think of a happier day in my life at all. I mean, I've had plenty of laughter and fun, happiness, and I know I'm going to have more. You know, on this planet and living in this skin suit, I would never, ever, ever take my own life. And I had a friend ask me one day, "Are you sure?" So this told me that she was a little worried about me. Maybe she saw or knew something more than I did. And I said to her, I could never ever do that, because no matter how much I was hurting for whatever was going on in my life at the time, I could not do it to the people that love me. And I might not have every waking minute where I want to be. I might not have all the money I need. I might not have everything in the world that people want. But the things that I do have so make up for all the things I can't have. And I know in my mind that it's probably just not meant for me. And I'm okay with that. But I wasn't always okay with that. And there were many times I was so angry that I originally became a whole different person. I was angry, to say it the nicest way ever. My heart hurt, my soul hurt. I think I ate myself into oblivion. And I know my triggers now better than I ever did with my depression. But not many people do. And they don't understand the behavior that you're holding when you're depressed. You can act like the happiest person on the planet. You're so happy, you're giggly, laughing, always positive towards other people, and be the most depressed person in the world. For that matter, I will use Robin Williams as a perfect example for all of us that didn't know him in person, didn't pay attention to the gossips and the stories with his alcoholism and his drug use and his addiction problems. But he used all of those things in his jokes all the time. And he was so funny and hilarious. And I will still flip back and find something online somewhere to be able to watch him. Just if I need a laugh, it don't matter. Okay. This is Jump In. Andromeda energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. So this oracle card from the Starseed deck. Sorry, it's so hard to see this, isn't it? Shows us the rainbow cycle for all the chakra colors and a portal that you can walk through or go through. And this tells me to tell you, jump in. Pretty obvious, right? Jump in. I'm going to put that with the Star card and the Three of Wands, because for all the things that we're thinking about doing and praying for that we could end up in our lives in this place or that place, right? Oh, that one just jumped right out. So we're on a double mission on this planet, right? Trying to vibrate up to the 5D world from the 3D world, and the 2 Earths and 2 moons and all these things that are going on. Double mission. Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. Jump in and be you. As long as you are always honest and open with your feelings and not afraid to reach out to ask for help. That's the one thing in this planet we should be able to do. There were plenty of times I was on medications, depression medications. None of that shit ever helped me. It just made me more tired, depressed, and made me gain weight. So, I'm depressed. I don't like that. I don't want to be on a drug that makes me feel worse. And they changed my medication several times. And none of it ever worked. So I just gave up on taking it. But I have learned to trust the universe in many places, okay? Nothing will ever pass you by that's meant for you. You have to have that faith and trust in divine timing, okay? I'm so sorry about all the notification sounds. I still haven't figured out how to shut them off on the computer, but hopefully it's not annoying you too much. Alright. Now I'm going to pull a couple of cards from Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck and the Secrets of the Ancestors. Yes, more ancestor cards. We'll go there first. And I will end with the Kipper deck to see if there's any other stories that I need to talk about. I want all of you to know that I am so appreciative that you watch me and you're trying to help me out and trying to get me through to the next level of the YouTube world. I have been posting shorts and I have been posting shorts on TikTok as well. I do personal readings. If you want them, you have to email me at my email that I have in the community page, and I also take donations. Right now the only service I have is Venmo, so I will put that information as well inside of my community page that you'll be able to get to. Eventually I'll just have it in my introduction in every video. Certainly with the holiday season, I know that we all kind of need help, so I understand, and it's really okay if you can't and you don't. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I am going to put it out there to you because absolutely we all need help somewhere, so knowing that I'm trying to give freely of myself to all of you, I'm also going to ask you to do the same at some point. You must take care of yourselves first, okay? Depression is nothing to mess with. It can really fuck your head up, man. I will honestly say I've never gotten myself to the point where I would take my own life, no matter what. I would never do it. Only because I know that it would really hurt my children and my grandchildren and my friends. That's kind of how I felt when it happened to me. Very angry. I was disappointed. I was sad, of course, that with all the ways that I could have been reached to try to help, he never reached out until the day before he killed himself, and it was absolutely horrifying. And not just for me. I mean, his whole family, his daughter, his niece, and his niece and nephews, all of them. I think that sometimes I used to defend him for doing it because he did have an illness. He was physically sick. It also affected his thinking and his mental health. We have the first card out of this deck. Funny it would be this card, right? The Martyr. Okay. The Martyr. Sacrifice and self-reflection. And I think that we all feel sometimes that we do so much sacrificing in our lives that we don't remember where we came from or who we are. And it's very important that you take time for yourself. Every single day you are breathing And the Lord has allowed you to be here because you should be grateful and thankful for a life that you have and the time that you can spend with people in your family and friends or whoever it is. There's always somebody out there for you. Somebody will always be there for you. You just have to reach out. And there's somebody inside of you who will need that help, wants that help at some point. So I am always here for my friends and my family, people I don't know, it doesn't matter. If you just need to cry, talk, whatever, I'm here. Always here. The next card that I got was the Matriarch. Remember, these are the Ancestor deck. Nurture the harvest. All of those gifts that you receive and all of those things that you have currently and have bought for yourself or given to yourself or or given to other people, absolutely. Those gifts are definitely part of nurturing the harvest. You receive the gift, you give a gift. You receive love, you give love. But you should always give first to your family, your friends, and people who love you so much, because we don't know how long we are here on this earth. And while we're here, we need to take advantage of those times. The next card I got was the Creature of Earth. A Pentacles call to the Earth sign. Take charge. Take charge. And Mother Earth, fertile grounding. A lot of grounding cards in my readings, coming up a lot. Mother Earth and Creature of the Earth. Yeah. Even the Martyr card. It's prevalent in a lot of ways in our lives. Because you think you're doing so well by sacrificing everything you want and need, and you turn out that that's the one thing you should have given yourself first. Okay? Alright, Universe, is there any other ancestors coming out in this deck for the collective? Okay, the one on the bottom. Father of Fire. And it is a fire, because it's a red card. Passion ignited. So somebody is taking an interest. Somebody is either interested in what you do, or they are interested in you. And that's a good thing, because we have the Two of Cups and the Door to Value. Yes. And with you grounding yourself with the Mother Earth and Creature Earth, the seven in the Tarot there, the Chariot coming in to sweep you off of your feet and to let you know that you have a double mission on this earth, and then one of them involves the King. Alright? So we're not going to allow anybody to give up without a fight. That's a very important thing in your life. You must fight for whatever. You must work for whatever. It is not a free ride. We don't get to take a free ride anywhere. The Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. Okay. And I call forth from within the light of Source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of my heart and mind. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of my soul. I welcome in the support of heaven, earth, and stars, light beings, and beyond. Maybe we can get some good cards with this one, huh? It is by Kyle Gray, who also has Spirit, what cards can I give to the collective today? What's the message you would like me to pass along to the collective through the Gateway of Light activation cards? Okay. Well, the first ones we have, confirmation, the Star card, The Sirius Star, blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Okay? So as hard as the holidays can be to not have our loved ones around and not have all of our family where we want them to be, home or whatnot, just know that your ancestors are always with you, every day of the week, all of the time. They are with you, they are with your children, they are with your family, your home. And confirmation, because the star card came out again after I shuffled it back into the deck. So, proceed and push forward. We also got Venusian Galactic Council. Star being guides. Answer the call, it's time to shine. Time to shine. So this, I know this was going to be even harder for you to see. Yes, it is. Almost looks like a bunny rabbit or a dog or something in there, right? But it's a girl, I think. But it is a star sign. I think it's the sun card in comparison. Venusian Galactic Council, star being guides, answer the call, time to share. Okay. And the Sword of Light is the third card out from this deck. Divine Protection. Cords cut. Breakthrough energy. So them last two cards are really bright and fiery. So we're representing a fire sign for sure that might be coming into your life. And let's see if there's any more. Answer the call and time to shine, which means step out of that box. Step out of the usual things, the habits, the hardcore bullshit that you do every day. Okay? Step out of that and just go with the flow. As long as you're not stealing or taking anything that doesn't belong to you, it's okay. Like I said, if this resonates with you, please like, share, subscribe. Stargate Heart. This one is the heart chakra opening, which means you're healing. Unlocking generosity. There you go. Okay. Stargate Heart means you have compassion. You have a heart for people. And that's very important in whatever line of work you're doing. Because here's the healer, right? We got that card right in the beginning. And that's a compassionate person right there. And that is who you are meant to be. A helper, a healer. Somebody who belongs in the thick of it. Even though you kind of hate being in the thick of it. Okay. Then we got Chamber of the Violet Flame. Karmic Release. Radical Transformation. Wow. Chamber of Violet Flame. Okay. Well, let's see if I get one more out of this deck, and then we'll go to the Kipper deck and wrap up this reading. So as I feel it today, I feel the meaning for this reading that I'm doing is to let you know that you're not alone. No matter how sad you are, upset you are, pretending not to be. It's okay to be sad, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. You should not be stifling that. It will make you sick. Okay? It's very important to get help if you need it. I'm not a doctor of any kind. But if you are feeling to the point where you would want to take your life off of this planet, it's time for you to get that help. I don't recommend medication to people because I don't like taking any more than I have to. But there are people that need that medication, and it does wonders for them, and it's still work for them, but they still They're making it. They're doing all right every day. Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. Okay. So how are all you feeling? How are we doing? I talk a lot about myself, obviously, because I'm trying to show you that there's absolutely people out there that feel your pain, that know your pain, and are trying to work through it just like you. We have the Star Gathering card. Stars aligned, remembering home, saved, social gathering. And then we have the Akashic Stargate. Which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. So no matter which way you go, it's the right way. Okay. I'll put those back in the box, and then I'll pull the Kipper. For all those that are feeling sad and alone, you're not sad. You're not alone, okay? You might be sad. Sorry. That wasn't what I meant to say. I know you're sad. I feel your pain. I understand completely. Never did I ever think that I would be without my mom and my sister at such an early age. Never did I ever think that somebody I loved would be gone. When we were talking and making plans and thinking about what we wanted to do, including medication for his disease. About a month or so before that, we had taken a trip down to South Carolina where my son graduated and was shipped off to Norfolk to continue his learning with the Army. And he served his 6 years and got out because it was time for him to grow up and live his life, and that's what he did. He went in the Army to grow up. I have never been so proud of any two people more in my life than my son and my daughter. And incoming is a message. Yes, yes. Kipper is confirming there's a message coming. What is the message? We will ask Kipper. We're talking about depression. We're talking about taking care of ourselves. And we're talking about the fact that Venetia would never, ever take her own life. Ever. No matter what. No matter what. Spirit, please pass along messages with the Kipper deck. Whoa. Okay. We now have the probably too many cards, but the next card out is marriage. Next to the message card, and then we have a mature woman. We have the family room. We have despair. We have despair. So there is somebody out there that's feeling sad enough to want out of this world. We have occupation. Somebody's unhappy with their job. And a privileged lady. Now we have two women and the marriage card. And a high honor card. That just means that whatever they are working on right now, that they are going to max it out and receive the high honor for doing so. Distant Horizons is the next card. Meaning you have many good things coming towards you right now. Okay. So no matter how down you're feeling, no matter how unhappy you're feeling, I want you to realize that there are some really great things coming into your life right now. And it might not happen tomorrow. It might happen in a couple of weeks or a month. But it will not pass you by because it's already on its way. Okay? So, let's not get inside our head too much, studying the past in the arena of our past. Let's discuss the issue of the past and then move forward. Okay? Spirit says we're going to be taking a journey. Yes, we are. That'll be interesting. Okay, now I got that spirit deck shoveling up the cards. Alright, and the first card on the deck is a gift. We're receiving a gift. My chair moves, sorry about that. That was weird, it looked really funny on my camera. I put my foot down on the floor. And the chair went back a little. Scared the dog too. But not too much. She's looking over here like, leave me alone, Mom, I'm sleeping. Alright, universe. Let's get some final outcome for this reading. As we keep going into our holiday season and come to our new year, I wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving that celebrates. I want you to know that I am sending prayers and love to all of those who are grieving and need help in getting through sometimes. I'm going to... There's a concern card. So, whatever's going on in our circle, we have a lot of concern and worry going on. Along with that despair we had earlier. But we are receiving a gift. The Page of Pentacles is coming in with a message. And we have the Strength card and the King of Cups. And another message of concern. So it is coming in, I'd say, probably within the next 5 days. Alright? And thoughts, you're going to be worried about it for a while. Until you get it. But it's regarding a path that you want to take. Or something that you want to do. One of the best ways to move forward in your life is to just do it. Take the leap. I didn't get the Fool card. And I still feel like I need to shake up one more deck. Just because I feel like I didn't get everything for this. Let's see. I will get the Astro Matrix Tarot. And we will look at that deck real quick. The Astro Matrix deck. That's what it looks like there. I'm going to shake this up for the final outcome and see where we need to focus. I will say that focusing on the positives, being grateful for what you have, thanking those you love and the universe, Lord Jesus, whoever it is you believe in, you need to take this time out for this holiday and the next to just enjoy life, or try to enjoy what you have. So many people out there don't have what we got. Right? And it's okay, but I'm hoping they all are warm. They all are being fed somewhere. Maybe they'll get a job if they don't have one, because they are looking, I can tell. And maybe they will find happiness again. But they need somebody to lean on. They need somebody to talk to. For a lot of us, it can be a counselor of sorts. I did go to a counselor for a while. Roz was her name, and I loved her to death. She was like grandma to me. I could talk to her about anything, and it was really great. I mean, did we solve the problems of the world inside of my head? No. Did it help me to get it off my chest? Absolutely. So, what we need to be for others, especially during the holiday season, is the ear for their voice. As we say in these readings here, to be your voice. Speak your truth. Let it out. Don't be afraid to talk about those things that you need to release, because if you don't get it out, and that includes the grief that goes with it, you're gonna not want to go forward in life. And I'm sorry, but we need you. You're important. You're powerful. You're beautiful. And I want you to stay here with us, okay? Spirit, give us one final card or cards for the final outcome. What should we be focusing on as a community, a generation, within our work life or our home life? What should be our focus? Okay. You see, our focus is on the struggle. That is not where your focus should be, okay? You need to take your mind off of the struggle. We're not going to solve it by thinking about it all the time. We're just going to bring more of it to us. That's what happens when you think about the negative. You bring the negative to you. You need to sit down and think of all those things that are good in your life. I have my children, my grandchildren. I have a roof over my head. I have a brother-in-law who stuck by me after my sister died, and tomorrow I'm going to send love and healing and a big hug out to my family who lost her uncle, her mother. She has her children, and I'm grateful for that. I'm sure she is. We have the Ace of Wands, and your focuses should always be on moving forward. To move forward, you need to heal. So you may need to grieve. You may need to go within. I find that helping others helps me. Being able to make somebody smile, seeing their faces light up, showing them hope. You have to be the hope. You have to be the change. Especially for those who are all the way down there in that depths of hell. I've been there. I know what it's like. Many of us do. Because we're human, you see. And the only way we're going to get through it is by sticking together and helping others and being kind. And stop whining about the shit you don't have. So then you create more Five of Swords in your life by doing that. So get out of your heads. Stop thinking about all the negative crap. This has been a pretty consistent message throughout my week for these readings, for the ones I've done this week. There's definitely somebody out there who needs my assistance in feeling better, and I'm here. I am. Leave me a message. Inbox me. And I'll be here to talk with you. To try to hear you, to try to listen to you, let you vent, whatever it is you need to do, okay? And the card I dropped on the floor, the Four of Cups. Okay, and it was upright. She's kind of pouting. I don't know why in that picture. She's got one big cup that they're handing her, and then she has three other cups, and she's kind of feeling like she's not making any progress. Not getting what she wants out of the deal, but the only person holding her back is her. You've got to stop worrying about what didn't work out, what didn't happen, who didn't show up, why you didn't show up. Yep, you can't be blaming yourself for shit. One more card dropped. Okay. Confirmation. The Star card. Find some hope. Find that hope, okay? Cry it out. Laugh it out. I have a gift coming in. It could be love. Could be a new best friend. Could be a new job. Whatever you do, don't give up hope, because the Star card is here twice now. Okay? So being a martyr wouldn't be a good thing either, okay? Utilize me as your guide to help you get through these moments that really hurt, okay? There were times when I didn't think I had anybody either, but I did. And I'm so grateful that I did. So grateful to all of my people. And you know who you are. I'm sorry that this reading was so dismal, I guess. But it was a message that needed to be put out there for you. Because with the Ace of Wands coming in, and the Chariot, I ain't got time for the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. No, because I'm working on my Ten of Cups. I'm working on my King of Swords, or the Emperor. Focus on working on something to better yourself. Something. One baby step at a time, okay? You don't have to do it all in a day. Absolutely not. But please don't give up on the world because of so much hatred and loss going on in the world. It's so hard. Temperance wants you to be patient with yourself. Wants you to be nice to yourself, kind to yourself. Have hope. Hope is all you need to survive. Believe it or not. Because that opportunity is coming for you. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles. A money opportunity and a love opportunity and a healing opportunity is what I want to say. And maybe you just need to listen to a lot more music. You can be a clairaudient or whatever it is called. Because love is on its way. And I want to send love and light to all of you. I want you to take care of yourselves, be kind to yourselves, and be kind to others. And I want you to know that I'm here if you need me, now and forever. Thank you.